Hello everyone, this is Molly from Lessons by Molly. I'm here today to show you how you can symmetry paint using tempera paints with your students. You'll need at least 3 colors of tempera paint. I recommend that you don't go beyond that. You need large white construction paper. I use the 12-inch by 18-inch size. That's equivalent to 30.4 centimeters by 45.7 centimeters. You'll need containers to put your paint in. You'll need spoons to drop the paint onto the paper. And you'll need something to roll the paint around inside the paper. Now you can use a roller, a pie roller like this, and this is great for the children for bilateral movement practice, but I'm an adult and this is an adult-sized rolling pin. I would recommend that you try to get a small one that's not as long as this, because their arm span is not as big as yours. If you don't have access to a rolling pin, you could use just a regular brayer or paint roller. I got this, I think, at a paint shop. You could use, if you have a cylinder wood block in your block area, you could use something like that. You could also use a lint roller like this, which works just as well, whether you have the tape on it or not. If you have the tape on it, it will be a little sticky, but it still will work. The stickiness will actually help slow the children down while they're doing the activity. To prepare for the activity, you need to pre-fold your large paper. I've already done that on this paper. You want to make sure your students' names are on the back, especially if you're having a volunteer do this with the children, because that makes it a lot easier for them to know which children have participated in the activity and which ones you want to invite to do the activity. So what you're going to do is instruct the children to drop the paint near the center. It does not have to be dead center. In fact, it's kind of good if you go a little bit off. You just don't want them to drop the paint on the edges. I'm going to start with the red paint, and I'm going to drop the red paint. Well, it dropped by itself right there, I guess. And then I'm going to take my yellow paint, and I'm going to drop it in the center up here. And finally, I'm going to use my orange paint, and I think I'll drop my orange paint over here and see what happens. So then they need to refold the paper, and then you're going to have them roll up and down and left and right. You want to try to teach your children to look for the paint through the paper and caution them to go slowly and in different directions, because otherwise the paint's going to squirt out the sides, which that's okay if it does. It'll be kind of messy, but they'll learn that that's what will happen if they go too fast. So I'm going to just use my lint roller, and I'm going to roll. And I'm going to roll different directions and go downward. It's also good to flip the paper over and turn the paper. They're just going to roll it in different directions and move that tempera paint around inside the paper. And then after you feel that they've done that enough, then they're going to reopen the paper. And voila, they have a perfectly symmetrical piece of artwork. It actually looks like a moth to me. I hope you enjoyed this tempera painting activity, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!